Sorry. Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to JGS. And you guys, this isn't the video I was gonna post, honestly. But, we're almost like 2 months end of this year. I realized that, a lot of things are coming out in 2026. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video because, I'm actually real hyped up for 2026. And the reason that I am because, a lot of stuff are coming out for next year. I'm excited for a lot of things, for everything to come out. And, I would say this, that 2025, 2025 has not been such a bad year for me. But, what's been going on around the world, I'm not gonna say on video because it's not. This is not what the whole channel is. It's talking about politics and stupid stuff like that and what else. People are dying and stuff. That's not what I'm here to talk about. Even though we already lost a couple of people this year and it's been really bad for 2025, but. For 2026 though, I'm just so hyped for this. A lot of stuff is coming out that year. 2 of my graphic novels are coming out the same year. And you guys can tell from the thumbnail, everything's coming out. I'm going to my first, going back to Phoenix Fan Fusion next year, and first time going to Comic-Con in San Diego next year. And yeah, I'm saving that money for that. That way I can actually go up there and, see what happens up there. It'll be my first time. GTA 6 is coming out. Spider-Man Brand New Day coming out that year. Avengers Doomsday. That is the movie I'm most hyped for. Mostly Spider-Man Brand New Day because I've been, a big fan Spider-Man for many years. You guys know that. You guys know me. That's why I've been posting a lot of videos and you guys see thumbnails of everything about Spider-Man. But I'm more hyped for that movie because it's gonna be the movie of the year. Honestly, it's going to be, and I'm really excited to watch this, see what's gonna go down in this movie. It's gonna be taking place a few years later, I think, in the film. They might end up showing a few flashbacks of what Spider-Man Peter Parker's been doing for the last few years, ever since he's been revealed. I mean, he's been forgotten, and no one knows who the hell he is anymore, and that's pretty sad. And No Way Home really broke me down to tears because it's sad that a person that you once loved, you're never gonna remember that person again, and it's kind of heartbroken of that. So yeah, I'm looking really forward for that movie, and I'm looking forward for Avengers Doomsday, which is going to come out on December 18th, 2026. I'm real excited for that. Can't wait to see how that movie's going to go down, especially with the multiverse involved with it. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped for that. And even though My Hero Academia, the new game, the My Hero Academia All Justice, I am so I'm sorry. I'm real excited to play that game. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be more friendly on my channel because, there could be anyone watching this, and I don't want to have to be, oh crap, he just said the F word. But no, but I'm real excited for that game to come out. It's gonna be taking place at the time when by season 7, when Deku just fighting against off with the villain and everything, what's happening in the series. And especially I started watching season 8. That series is going good so far, pretty good. Only 3 episodes in, and just it's been really good, and I'm real excited what's gonna happen next for the next 3 episodes and what's gonna happen towards the end. And I'm gonna be sad once it's over though. I'm gonna be like, oh man, I've been watching this series since 2021, and I've been such a big fan of the series because I don't care. Like I see most people cosplaying at these characters. I wouldn't be doing that, but I don't care about any of that. But I just truly love the characters, the story, the entire thing, the whole series throughout years, and finally towards the end of the series, and it's crazy. It's crazy as it is, and it already has like four movies already, and I think this is the third game they finally released after from the two that I've known that I played. I actually beat the second one. I have not beaten the entire first one yet. I'm still on the villain side of the game from the first one. But I'm really looking forward for the third game, which this time is gonna be like a not only just a fighting game, but more like a story game where you can actually walk through and stuff instead of just having a one-on-one fight or 3-on-3 fight. It's gonna be just a walkthrough game, and I'm so excited for that. I'm looking forward to play that game. And you guys, I'm more excited just for 2026 is that my graphic novels are going to be coming out the same exact year. By February 23rd, 2026 will be my very first graphic novel out, released it, and published, The Origin Story of Isaac, and I'm real excited for that. I'm going to be staying home on that day. That way I can actually make a review video about it, talking about the entire story. And I'm so excited to do that. And you guys, I just made the trailer. It is out. It's not out yet, but it will be premiered on December 1st for the second trailer. And you guys can see the thumbnail from it, and it'll be on on this channel, and then on my JGS Comics channel. That's where it's gonna be at, and that's where it's gonna be on here too. It'll take place after after the trailer is over. Then I'll start posting the trailer on my Instagram, and I'll put it on my website, and yeah. And I'm real excited for that. I can't wait to have the book in my hands and I get to read it, and I'm like, wow. And I'm also gonna make like a little teaser video. I'm thinking like somewhere in January before it comes out, it'll be like a little inspiration teaser where you can see around my room and everything, and it will be posted right to my my JGS Comics my JGS Comics YouTube channel. And you guys will see like everything around my room, like who am I inspired for, and all that stuff. And I'm excited to do that. It'll be on my camera too. It won't be on my phone or anything. So yeah. And for my second graphic novel, The Lightning Speed Kid, coming out on July 10th, 2026. I'm so excited for that one, mostly because the book is not done yet. I'm still in the middle of almost less than 40 pages long to be done. And yeah. And the trailer will be coming out on January 1st of 2026. So that will be like the first video that will ever be posted through that new year. And yeah. And you guys, I'm real excited to get that going and start advertising the origin story of Isaac. And for this month and then next month and then December, I'm going to be really busy with it. I'm going to try to focus more on it because since the graphic novel will be coming out just it'll be in 2 months in December. I'm gonna get things going. Start the printing process. Start having people ordering it, and then tell them that you'll receive your package soon on the 23rd. So it might take them like a few months just for that to get going, and hopefully by then I have enough money to actually get some posters going, because I'm gonna be selling them, and t-shirts might take a while for get them all going, because I gotta get all different sizes for t-shirts, and stuff, and it'll take me a while. And that way y'all can have what you guys would like, of your own in your room. So, yeah, I'm real excited. And let's talk about, GTA 6. You guys, GTA 6 has been, the most greatest famous game of all, throughout history with GTA, like, one of the greatest games of all. Like GTA 5, I beat the entire game. I love that game so much, bro. You guys, like, it's hard to, beat it because, you die every time, and you die like a few times, and there's an option where you can actually skip the part and then just continue on what you're doing. The game is really fun. I enjoyed it, and I can't wait for GTA 6 when that comes out. I really hope, I hope to God that it does not get delayed for the next year, because we all been waiting for this game for so freaking long, and I'm staying home for that day, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to play this game. I'm so excited. It's gonna be more realistic, with characters. Like the skin looks real. Like the entire everything, the CGI, it looks so freaking real. I don't know how it's gonna look like in the game, but it's gonna be so real. Hopefully it looks like that in the trailer, but most accurate games don't look legit. Just like Spider-Man. And just like other few games. Like you see like a teaser trailer that the CGI looks so realistic. It does not gonna look like how it looks in the game, because for one, the graphics will look very different. It might look a bit realistic, but also at the same time it'll just look like it was developed by a computer, by animation and stuff, which is animation. So, but yeah, I'm real excited for that game to come out, and I'm staying home for that day. So why the hell not? I think it's gonna be released on a Tuesday, so I'll be home. Hopefully, like by that time, I don't have to work on that day, because I am not coming in. If they call me, I ain't coming in. Because you know what I'm gonna be doing? I'm gonna be playing this game all freaking day, and it's gonna be fun. But yeah, and also the Wolverine game that's coming out next year is coming out next fall of 2026. I'm looking forward for that game. I love Wolverine. He's the greatest fucking character of all, and I got something in my eye. Hold on. Oh man. I don't know if I feel like I'm about to cry or something, but no. But yeah, the Wolverine game. Wait, the game, the teaser was released back in I think 2021 at the same time when Spider-Man 2 was announced that it was already coming soon. Like it took years, and for some reason after after the whole thing with PlayStation getting blackmailed by some people saying that you gotta give them like $2 million or whatsoever to not, and make sure that they don't leak it, but they leak it otherwise, because they're dumb people like that, and they leaked a lot of stuff, especially like for Spider-Man. They already leaked out when the DLCs will be in the game, and what's crazy, that it's been 2 years now since the game came out, and we still don't have the DLCs that we expected to get because of the whole thing. Guys, I'll be right back. I got something in my eye. I'll be back. Anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, it's been years since the game came out, and we still don't have DLCs for the game, and unfortunately, it's crazy that we don't have it. But it took years for the Wolverine game to be announced, and they finally released the trailer for it, and I am really excited for that game to come out, and I'm gonna play it. And I'm staying home for that day too, whatever day will come out. I'm excited. and and also, you know, I'm, you know, going back to Phoenix Fan Fusion next year. I'm looking forward to do it. You know, and this time I'm going for 3 days. You know, since I'll be off for work for the whole week, and I'm going back to that shit again. And you know, and this time I'm gonna film it on, you know, film it and bring my camera with me and stuff. You know, actually try to vlog without having to be like real nervous about it, because I don't see much people, you know, record stuff. Like I don't mostly see, you know, YouTubers there, except for Ricky Bierwick. Man, you know, it was crazy enough that I met the guy. Like I've been a big fan of Ricky since 2017. He's such a funny YouTuber, and I'm like, wow, it's been years since I watched him, and I finally got a chance to meet him. It was like crazy. It was so crazy. But who knows what's gonna happen by that time? It'll be my second time going back, and I'm looking forward to what's gonna be, you know, out there. So yeah, and even though in 2026 I'll be going to my very first San Diego Comic Con, which my mom's gonna be going with me. I can't really go alone, unfortunately, because she thinks that I don't know where to go. I'm like, we have Google Maps for a reason. I'll rent me like, you know, a hotel for a few days, and I'll be home. I'll be coming right back home. But you know, unfortunately, am I recording? Yes, I am. I'm still recording. But yeah, I'm real excited to go to the Comic Con in San Diego next year. Hopefully that, you know, Marvel does like their panels like they do every year, which sometimes they won't do that. I don't know, I forgot if they done it this year. Have they done it this year? Done their panels? I can't remember anymore. But I'm, you know, going next year, hopefully to do that. I'm getting real tired, man. And so yeah. And you guys, I want to appreciate you guys for everything. I just hit 91 subscribers just recently. I am so freaking happy with myself. Just take a look at this. Hopefully it doesn't glitch, because, you know, my camera will make a sound for some reason if I show my phone. But there it is. 91 subs. Just because of this video down here that you guys liked, which I really appreciated, you know, so much. You know, it took me a while to, you know, get this video uploaded, because, you know, I've been super busy with everything. But you know, you guys, I promise you guys this time, and then by 2026 I'll start making videos every week to keep you guys updated with everything, including my JJS Comics channel. You know, since I am a comic book creator, a co-founder, a content creator, all that stuff, bro. You guys, I appreciate a lot from you guys. You know, been gone on YouTube since 2020, and you know, it was so hard to let that go, because it's something that I truly love so much. You know, it's been my passion. I appreciate a lot from it. I'm getting close to 100 subscribers. Hopefully by the end of this year I make it that far. And you know, you guys, it's so great, because now, like, I feel more confident with myself, since, you know, I made it that far enough, you know, to make more videos every week. And I mean things have not been so hard for me, but things have been a bit tough, because, you know, I haven't been making, you know, so much stuff that I've been trying to do, because, you know, at my job, you know, my job kind of takes it away from my, you know, what I'm doing, like what I love to do right now. Especially I'm filming YouTube and making comic books, graphic novels, and doing all this on my own without having a team. It's so hard. But it's my goal to make it so far to be, the most greatest, creator in the world. I'm not saying it like that because there's a lot of content creators, especially, comic book creators, and some that have their own business, their own company brand with their logos on it. Like they're doing their best, including me. I just want to appreciate you guys for it. If it wasn't for you guys, if it wasn't for my decision years ago, if I would have never, I'm going to tell you guys something personal real quick before I end this video. I know that, this video isn't supposed to be about what I'm talking about now, because I'm talking about this 2026 is going to be history. But I'm going to tell you guys something personal. If it wasn't for me to let things go, how things were back then, when I used to date my ex back then, how things were, if I didn't let all that go and focus on myself, I wouldn't be here today doing something that I love. I wouldn't be doing this right now. Honestly, I would be doing this if my relationship wasn't so bad. But it was so freaking bad otherwise. I just had to let it go. But I've been through so much pain and hell. And, it is kind of hard to let it go. Because especially that you love someone so much, you gotta let them go. Especially that your relationship isn't doing so good. Let the person go. Leave each other alone. You guys need to move on. And that's what I did. So, yeah. I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be able to get this at all, right here. I wouldn't be able to get this at all. I would never create this universe. I wouldn't be able to get back on YouTube. I wouldn't be able to do this and that, here and there. I wouldn't do anything if it wasn't my decision. So I appreciate myself, and I appreciate you guys for, giving me, more hope for myself and for my future. So yeah, you guys, this is going to be it for tonight. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. I want to get this out there. I wanted to say what I want to say for 2026, because 2026 is going to be history. It's going to be history. And I'm so excited to have, 2026 is going to be the year of, everything. Like Marvel related, video games, JGS comics, and all that stuff, including, what I'm doing now. So yeah, you guys, I appreciate you for watching. I will see you guys next week. This video, I guess the next video is going to be, I want to be reviewing of, most, all the comic book companies with their logos, rating, if it's good and bad and stuff. So yeah, you guys, I'm looking forward to do that. I'll see you guys next week. So yeah, you guys, I'll see you guys later. Bye.